Welcome to UCLA Student Sports Radio. Bruins look to take on number 4, Purdue. The Boilermakers come into this game 17-1, 7-0 in Big Ten play. Second in the conference. The Bruins 12-6, 4-3 in Big Ten play, and they win the tip. Bruins starting things off here, 8th in the conference. Purdue came into the season ranked number 1 in preseason rankings. Last week, ranked at number 5. Now sitting at number 4. Bilodeau pulls for 3. Off the front, no good. Rebounded by the Boilermakers. Ball in the hands of Braden Smith, the guard. Led Purdue last season to a great run. Now the leader on this team came into the season ranked as the favorite in the Naismith Award watch list. Spinning, fading away. Mid-range shot is no good and out of bounds. It'll be rebounded by Purdue. Smith in to throw the ball. Smith finds an open man. Oscar Clough, the center, gives back to Smith. Smith at the top, defended by the big man Booker. Booker only 2 minutes in the last game against Ohio State. Swinging this one outside. 3-point, no good. Rebounded, Eric Daly Jr. Daly Jr. now going to give to Trent Perry. This one up and out of bounds. Pass intended for Booker. Just a little bit too high. Score still 0-0. UCLA dropped their last game against Ohio State. That game played in Ohio on the 17th. Purdue with the ball now. CJ Cox passes to Smith. Smith trying to find a lane inside. Intercepted. Daly Jr. in the passing lane comes up with that one. Perry, Booker at the top. Now Dent. Bilodeau thought about a 3. Perry, he'll take one. No good, off the back rim. Here's a shot and good. Purdue on the board. 0-2 here. 18 minutes left in the first half of play. Dent takes the ball up slowly. Dent trying to get some screens from Bilodeau. Bilodeau, Hezzy for 3. No. Daly Jr. mid-range shot. That one, rebound by Braden Smith. Braden Smith the other way now. Inside, no good. Daly Jr. quick to cross the court with the ball. Inside the paint, spinning, finds an open Dent. Now Perry, wide open for 3. He's got it. 3-2, UCLA on the board. Nice shot there from Perry as Braden Smith brings up the ball for the Boilermakers. Kaufman-Wren with the ball now. Heaves this one over to the other side of the court. Now Smith. Outside, 3. That's good for the Boilermakers. CJ Cox, the sophomore guard, responds to Perry's 3 with one of his own. Dent with the ball now, swings to Bilodeau. Back over to Dent. Dent inside, floater. No good, rebounded by Daly Jr. Puts it up. And rebounded by the Boilermakers, no good on the attempt. Braden Smith down, inside, open lane. Beautiful soft touch layup there. Dent with the ball now, 3-7 Purdue. Out ahead early in this one. Here in a packed Pauley Pavilion. Bilodeau outside. Daly Jr. putting on some moves. Dent tried a 3, thought about it, didn't take it. Booker will take it. No good, but rebounded by Bilodeau. Perry now with the ball, gets a screen. Mid-range shot is good. Nice fadeaway mid-range shot there from Trent Perry. He has all of UCLA's points so far after about 4.5 minutes. 5-7. That one out of bounds. The pass by Braden Smith looked like some miscommunication. Out of bounds and a timeout here. 15 minutes, 42 seconds on the clock here until halftime. The Boilermakers, like I mentioned, number 4 in the nation, were number 5 last week as of Monday, now ranked number 4. Only one loss on the season. That loss coming a bit early in the season to number 10 Iowa State. They are now ranked number 9. UCLA at the beginning of the season ranked number 12 to start things off, slowly have trickled their way outside of the top 25. Had a couple of big losses to some unranked teams like Cal Berkeley and some losses to some ranked teams, but against those ranked teams they performed pretty well. You look at the game against Arizona, played at Intuit Dome earlier in the season. That was a very close matchup. UCLA just coming up short in that one. The game against Gonzaga, not as close, but still a solid performance. They played up in Washington late 2025. Both teams still in their timeouts as we get set to resume play, but UCLA early in the season were pretty notable in the standings, pretty notable in the rankings when you look at different stats in the Big Ten. As of right now, they have the best three-point percentage as a team. They're shooting 37% from the line, from beyond the line. And you look at everything else, steals per game, 7.1. That's good for 5th in the Big Ten. We look at the rebounds per game, 32.2. Third worst rebounding team in the league. Sorry, in the conference. On the other side of things, Purdue, pretty great, standing atop most of the stats. Points per game, 85.1. They're tied for 2nd in the Big Ten. Opponents' points per game, 68.1. They are the 6th worst defending team in the Big Ten. UCLA around the middle of the pack in that stat. Field goal percentage, 51% for Purdue. They're 2nd in the Big Ten. And 39% from 3 is good for the best in the Big Ten. As we are about set to get back to action here tonight, wooden bobblehead night in Pauley Pavilion, giving away a bobblehead of the late great John Wooden, head coach of UCLA, led them to so many national championships. John Wooden, also a Purdue Boilermaker, played his college ball in Indiana. Inbounded now by Purdue. Outside now, Trey Kaufman-Wren gives it up to CJ Cox. Cox working on Perry, now back inside to Kaufman-Wren. Here's a 3 on the outside and drains it. A nice shot there by the Boilermaker number 2, Fletcher Lawyer. The score 5-10. Dent marching the ball up the court, gives to Bilodeau, tries for 3. No, rattles in and out. It looks like we'll get a foul here. It's going to go against UCLA. Purdue with the ball now. Getting ready for the throw in here. Five to 10, Purdue out ahead early in this one. About 5 minutes have passed since the start of the game. In now to Braden Smith. He'll take the ball up slowly. Finally across half court. Ball now in the hands of Jakari Harris. Now to the big man in. That's Jacob Jacobson. 3. Not going to go down. Out of bounds. No, saved by Kaufman-Wren. To the rim and out of bounds. Fletcher Lawyer tried to float it up. Ended up missing the backboard entirely. Looked like it might have been, actually swatted out of bounds by Xavier Booker. Barely got his fingertips on that one. Now inbounded, Kaufman-Wren working on Bilodeau, spins to the rim, yes sir. Good post work there by Kaufman-Wren, the senior forward. Now Dent trying to find some room inside, bounce pass, Booker got that up and in. Like I mentioned, Booker only played 2 minutes in that game against Ohio State. Was dealing with some ankle stuff in late 2025. Inside now, and that's good. Kaufman-Wren, tough layup. Gets that one. Purdue double the points of UCLA. The score 7-14. Dent trying to direct traffic here at the top of the key. Daly Jr., now Bilodeau. Bilodeau had a great game against Ohio State, dropped 30 points. Bilodeau, another try for 3. This time he gets it. 10-14, UCLA within 4 now. Dent with the assist on the play, has been a phenomenal facilitator for this UCLA team. Came into this game 3rd in assists in the Big Ten. Purdue, Kaufman-Wren, now inside to Jacobson. Looks like we're gonna get a whistle here. Looks like a foul on the Bruins. We're gonna get a substitution here. Looks like Bilodeau is gonna come out. Now on the floor is Brandon Williams. Williams, the 6'7" sophomore. Inbounded now, Kaufman-Wren. Braden Smith now working on Donovan Dent. Both these guys are on the Naismith Award watch list to come into the season. And Smith can't get the mid-range shot. Rebound, UCLA. Dent leading the pack here. Passes, now it's Xavier Booker, goes inside, and a tough layup, but he got it in over Jacobson. Jacobson, the 7'4" sophomore, tallest player amongst both of these teams. And Booker was able to float that one over. Purdue on the offensive now. Inside, Lawyer, and that's gonna get stolen. Trent Perry with the ball now. Had a fast break, slowing things down now, trying to control it. And now a steal. Braden Smith played that passing lane excellently. Inside, no, looked like a block by Dent. Out of bounds on the Bruins. But Dent preventing the 2 points from Smith. We get an inbound here by Purdue. Trying to find an open man, floats this one. Corralled in by Jacobson, and he makes his way to the rim. Good layup by Jacobson. Like I mentioned, the 7'4" sophomore represented Team USA over the summer in 2025, helping them win gold in U19 FIBA play. Dent with the ball now. Trying to direct things here, tries to get a screen from Bilodeau. Now passes to Perry. Perry Booker out of his hands, able to corral it. Long 3 for Dent, just came up short. Out of bounds, gonna be Purdue ball here. We're gonna get a timeout. The score as it stands, 12-16, 11 minutes, 22 seconds remaining until halftime here. Purdue heavily favored in this matchup. Number 4 against an unranked UCLA team. So far tonight, the leading scorer for Purdue is C.J. Cox. Braden Smith, only 2 points on the night. He's 1 for 4. Got himself 2 assists though. Looking at Purdue's last game against USC, that was Saturday, January 17th. Smith had a phenomenal game, 22 points. He led Purdue, also 5 assists. Oscar Clough has not done much tonight, the center for Purdue. He finished against USC with 19 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, a solid night for the big man. Only one loss on the season for Purdue. Came into the season ranked #1 nationally, trying to get back to that top spot. Led by head coach Matt Painter in his 21st season with the Boilermakers. Has had a phenomenal career with Purdue. 486 wins, 216 losses. Second winningest Purdue head coach ever. Has made 16 NCAA tournament appearances with Purdue, 8 of those being in the Sweet 16. Most recently, we're in the tournament, 2023-2024 season, lost to UConn in the championship, the final game of the tournament. Just came up short to that. Phenomenal UConn team, phenomenal program they have up there in Connecticut. And last season lost in the Sweet 16 to Houston. Painter looking to get his team back to the promised land, back in to that final championship appearance. Not really much doubt if they'll make it into the tournament this year. Just a matter of how deep they can get with this squad. Led by a great guard, Braden Smith, only 6 feet tall. Boy, his facilitating, his shot-making ability is fantastic. 169 assists on the season for Smith. That's good for the most in the Big Ten. As we get set for action here, inbounded to Braden Smith. The score 12-16, 11 minutes, 18 seconds on the clock. Smith guarded by Dent. Now Jamerson back to Dent guarding. Inside now, they'll kick it out. Here's a 3, and it goes down. A nice shot there by Jakari Harris, the 6'3" guard out of Atlanta, Georgia, playing in his sophomore season. Averaging 4.8 through this season with the Boilermakers. Jamerson dishes it out to Dent. Trent Perry on the three-point line. Gonna have to give to Bilodeau. Now Dent inside, working on Mayer. Deep mid-range shot. Bounces off the back of the rim. Had to beat the buzzer, couldn't. And now out of bounds. And it's going the other way. The fans do not like it. A packed Pauley Pavilion here for a big-time Big Ten matchup. Considerable amount of Purdue fans, considering we're here on the West Coast. Smith now bounce pass inside of Jacobson, and there's a whistle, some contact between Jamerson and Jacobson. Foul on Jamerson. Jamerson didn't have quite the night he would hope to have against Ohio State. Only 20 minutes, 0 for 1, no points, 3 rebounds. And when Booker only has 2 points, that's not the kind of performance you want to see from your other big man. This one up and in. Good for Purdue. They push their lead 12-21. Dent now with the ball. Double team's going to give it to Bilodeau. Back to Dent. Jamerson at the top. Now Daly Jr. guarded by Jacobson. Now double teamed. Working his way inside. Up. A whistle. It's in. We'll see what the referees say here. It'll be a foul on Purdue. No points. Dent to inbound. tosses this one up for Perry. Perry putting the moves on Smith, gonna pass to Bilodeau, now Dent. Dent inside, and here's a whistle, and it looks like a travel. A travel on Donovan Dent. And Purdue on a 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes, 19 seconds. UCLA in a scoring drought in the last 3 minutes. Purdue with the ball now. Smith working at the top of the key, in between traffic, wide open, and not going to go down. An air ball. Jakari Harris was wide open in the corner, couldn't knock it down. Here's a shot. That goes down for Perry. A nice three. The score 15-21. Perry so far having an outstanding night. He's got himself 8 points early in this competition. Smith passes this one outside. And now trying to get it back to the top. That's going to roll all the way out of bounds over on the UCLA end of the court. The pass, maybe just some miscommunication there. The pass by Omer Mayer ended up rolling all the way out of bounds at the other end of the court. Looks like UCLA will inbound now on their side of the court. Dent will try to find an open man. Heaves it up, Perry. He's got it over the shoulder. Dent open for three. No, an air ball. Dent, not the hottest shooter from beyond the arc. Harris now trying to make his way inside. They'll give it to the big man, and he's got it. Oscar Clough, the 6'11 senior out of Australia, puts that one up for Purdue's 23rd point of the matchup. Bilodeau for three. Off the front of the rim. Rebound Boilermakers. Omer Mayer, a native of Israel, bringing up the ball now. Mayer working on Bilodeau. Gonna give that one up. Ball in the hands of Kaufman-Wren. He's gonna pass out. Inside, a nice move and a floater. Oh, what a move and what a shot by Jack Benter, the true freshman out of Brownstown, Indiana. 15-25, and chance of let's go Boilers here in Pauley Pavilion. Up and in. Purdue just piling on the points here. Jakari Harris with the layup at the rim, had pressure being applied by Trent Perry, and he was able to scoop that one in. The score 15-27 here, 7 minutes, 25 seconds remain until halftime. The Boilermakers really just throttling UCLA here, 6-0 run over the last minute and 6 seconds. 13-3 run over the last 4 minutes, 33. Timeout here. UCLA 35% on their field goal tries tonight. Purdue 57. 12 for 21 for the Boilermakers. UCLA 6 for 17. Percent-wise, 30% from three for the Bruins, 50% from Purdue, but both teams have made 3 3-pointers. 3 for 6 for the Boilermakers, 3 for 10 for the Bruins. Neither team has attempted a free throw. They've been keeping it clean with the fouls. UCLA has turned the ball over 4 times, Purdue only twice. And on those 2 turnovers that Purdue, on those 4 turnovers that Purdue has recovered against UCLA, they've scored 4 total points. 12 rebounds for Purdue, only 7 for UCLA. The rebounding has been a bit of an issue for the Bruins. Taking a look at the numbers from this season, UCLA only averaging 32.2 rebounds per game. That is the 3rd worst in the Big Ten. On the other side of things, 37.7 rebounds per game is good for the 5th best in the Big Ten on the Purdue side of the ball. UCLA, got to think they're missing a guy like Matamoroz, who transferred to Michigan in the offseason, having a great 2025-2026 season. He's tied for 10th in total rebounds as of right now in the Big Ten, and he leads the field in total blocks. As we get set for these teams to break out of their huddles so we can resume action here. Looks like a little bit slow to get the ball going here. It'll be Bilodeau to inbound to Dent. So far on the night, Dent no points. Bilodeau, he's got 3, made a 3-point shot earlier in the game. Trent Perry, the leading scorer for the Bruins, with 8. Perry not on the court right now. Dent inside, floats this one, that's good. Dent gets his first 2 of the game. 7 minutes now on the clock. Boilermakers inside, rejected off of the glass. Clough put it up, and Bilodeau slapped it off the backboard. UCLA ball. Dent working towards the hoop. Now Booker passes it out. Daly Jr. Double team for 3. Xavier Booker, he knocks it down. Xavier Booker, dangerous from 3. The big man is 20-27. UCLA trying to close that gap. Mayer with the ball, gonna pass over to Cox. No, Braden Smith on the court. Cox pulls up for 3. No, rebounded by Daly Jr. Dent with the ball now, gonna swing it over to Daly Jr. Daly Jr. inside, he gets fouled. That'll put him at the line. Couldn't get the N1, but he'll get 2 free throws here. Eric Daly Jr. so far on the season. Looks like he did get the points. Thought he didn't. It'll be an attempt at a 3-point play. Just off the front of the glass, he'll just get his 2. Daly Jr. spent 1 season at Oklahoma State, now in his junior season with the Bruins. Smith back out on the court for the Boilermakers. He'll pass outside to Cox. Now inside Clough, guarded by Bilodeau. Trying to make his way inside. Looked like a travel, they're not gonna call it. Cox passes out to Smith for 3, no. Bilodeau tried to get the rebound. Just got tripped up and walked it out of bounds. 22-27 the score here. UCLA sort of answering for that insane run that Purdue was putting on them, 13-3 run before the previous timeout. They're now on their own run, 7-0 over the last 1 minute, 37 seconds. 3 of their last 3 field goals have gone down for the Bruins. The inbound now by the Boilermakers. This one to Clough. Clough to Smith, guarded by Perry. Trying to get a screen. They'll switch. Daly Jr. guarding Smith at the top. Another switch. Booker on Smith at the top of the 3-point line. Trying to make his way inside. Quick first step. Passes out to Cox for 3. No good. Rebounded by Clough. Wide open 3. Lawyer. He's not going to get that either. Rebounded by UCLA, Eric Freeney. Slowing things down now here is Perry, getting instruction from head coach Mick Cronin. Cronin in his 7th season with the Bruins. Perry pulls up mid-range. That one off the back iron, and now in the hands of Braden Smith. Smith takes this one down and blocked. UCLA with the block, wide open, down the court, and a slam dunk by Eric Daly Jr. Threw it down with authority, 24-27, and the Bruins are within 3. Pauley Pavilion on their feet here. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go until half. The Bruins have done an excellent job of closing the gap since that timeout. Braden Smith guarded heavily, and a travel. And Pauley Pavilion erupts after that one. Bilodeau absolutely covering Braden Smith. Gave him nowhere to go. And he took a few extra steps. Four minutes, 9 seconds remain here. Dent with the ball now, trying to put some moves on this Purdue defense. Inside layup, rejected. It looks like it's going to be a whistle here on Purdue. It looks like they're going to give Donovan Dent the shot. Going to get a timeout here to score. 26-27. Looked like a goaltending call there on Jacobson, as both of these teams meet to discuss what they're going to do. 26-27. UCLA on an 11-0 run over the last 3 minutes, 14 seconds. They're 5 for 6 on their last 6 field goal attempts. Purdue in a big time scoring drought here over the last 3.5 minutes. 0 for 6 on their last 6 attempts. UCLA doing a great job of keeping things close in this first half against a highly ranked Purdue squad. For UCLA, the point leader is still Perry. He's got 8. Daly Jr., an impressive 5 rebounds already. Still about 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Donovan Dent, 6 assists already. Some high numbers so far in only the first half of play. Dent, 110 assists, good for 3rd most in the Big Ten, most on this UCLA squad. He also has 26 steals coming into tonight. Those 26 steals are good for the most on the team. 39 turnovers though. He's tied 6th in the Big Ten. Dent averaging the most minutes per game on this Bruins squad, 33.3. But in that last game against Ohio State, him and Trent Perry actually finished with the same amount of minutes. Trent Perry, only a sophomore, the 6'4" guard out of Harvard-Westlake High School. Been playing pretty solid so far in the season for UCLA, 11.2 average points per game. Like I mentioned, he leads tonight for the Bruins, averaging 25 minutes, he's played in 17 games, he's got 45 assists. He's shooting 45% from the field and 41 from three-point. Dent, slightly worse field goal percentage, but he is a higher volume shooter. He's also only averaging 15% from 3. Not the greatest three-point shooter, more of a inside guy. These teams break out of their timeouts and we get set for some action again. It'll be Purdue to inbound. Looks like they'll give it to Braden Smith. Smith Letting the ball roll, finally picks it up. He crosses half court. Purdue likes to play a lot faster offense than UCLA. They typically like to slow things down. Back to the top now here. Fletcher Lawyer with the ball. Now Kaufman-Wren. Back to Smith. Smith now guarded by Brandon Williams, trying to make his way inside. Thought about a fadeaway shot. Passed it out to Kaufman-Wren. The fans wanted to travel. Lawyer mid-range. He knocks that down. Tough shot. Had some pressure moving right, but able to knock down a laser beam off the back of the iron. Dent to Perry now. Perry pivoting, gives it up. Brandon Williams, now Daly Jr. Dent trying to reset things at the top. Gets a screen, moving over to his right, trying to drive. He'll just have to kick it out. Daly Jr. inside, floats this one over. No, and rebounded after a tip by Xavier Booker. Shot by Lawyer. Purdue, no. Perry, easy rebound there. 26-29, Purdue out ahead. Perry puts up a shot. Looks like that one got poked out. No foul, but it will be UCLA ball. Dent's going to be in to inbound. He'll inbound over the insanely tall center, Daniel Jacobson, 7'4" sophomore. Dent on the three-point line, working against Jacobson. Inside, passes outside. Williams for three. No good. Rebounded by the Boilermakers. All ball on the floor. Just Kaufman Jr. to corral it. Took it to the floor. It's going to be a Purdue ball. 2 minutes, 28 seconds remain here. Bruins down by 3, 26-29. Only one free throw so far between both of these teams. It was taken by the Bruins. Daly Jr. is trying to finish the three-point play. He settled for two, couldn't hit the free throw. But both these teams keeping it pretty clean. Purdue on the offensive. Kaufman-Wren feeling the pressure of Bilodeau outside. It looks like we'll get a whistle here. Looks like it's going to be on Bilodeau. Bilodeau came into the game with 45 personal fouls, the most on the team. Just picks up another right now. It'd be an inbound for the Boilermakers. Kaufman-Wren with the ball now. Back up top to Cox. Cox outside to Smith. Smith defended by Bilodeau, trying to put the moves on him outside. Thought about a shot, no. Lawyer coughs up the ball to Dent. Dent down the court, and he's got that one. Beautiful layup by Donovan Dent through the traffic, navigated his way to the rim. 1 minute, 39 seconds here. The score, 28-29, UCLA sniffing that lead. Lawyer with the ball now. Smith, Kaufman-Wren. Inside, defended by two Bruins, had to kick it outside. Braden Smith for three. He's got that one. Smith's first three-point shot of the night. He now has 5 points. 28-32. Xavier Booker passes to Perry, now inside. Short floater is good for Daly Jr. Within a minute here to go, 30-32. The Bruins doing a good job of keeping it close to such a highly ranked opponent. Smith passes. Here's three. No good, but rebounded by Jacobson. Jacobson fighting his way inside, pushing, shoving, puts it up. No good, off the glass. Rebounded by the Bruins. Solid defense there by the big men of UCLA. Booker, Bilodeau, and Daly Jr. We're all in that mix, sort of applying pressure on Jacobson. Dent holding the ball at half court, getting that clock to wind down. 12 seconds. 30-32. Bruins trying to get a lead. A 3 would give them the lead. A 2 would give them the tie. Step back. And it goes down. Exquisite shot by Donovan Dent. And the score is 32-32 as the buzzer rings here. And we get set for halftime. Dent faded away. It bounced off of the back of the rim. A silent Pauley Pavilion awaited it to go down. And it did as the buzzer rang. 32-32 here. A performance I believe not many were expecting out of this 12-6 Bruins team against this Purdue powerhouse, only 17-1. It was an excellent first half. My name is David Matamoroz, and we will see you in the second half in about 15 minutes, so stay tuned. Welcome back to UCLA Student Radio. My name is David Matamoroz. Getting set for the second half here of UCLA versus number 4 Purdue. The score 32-32. The T, if you will. UCLA has been playing phenomenal defense. No player on this Purdue offense has more than 5 points through one half. As UCLA gets the inbound here, Donovan Dent getting things started. Tie game, 20 minutes left to go. Perry passes, now Dent. Dent swings this one around inside, loses the ball. Daly Jr. recovered by Cox. Boilermakers on the attack. That one off the backboard, no good. Donovan Dent with the hands up, applying pressure to Cox. Perry now with the ball. Foul. The foul on number 0 Cox against number 0 Perry. Both these teams have been limiting their fouls. Like I mentioned earlier, only one free throw between the two teams. Perry gonna give it to Dent inside, try to pass, recovered by Daly Jr. Dent to the rim, and it's good. Beautiful layup by Donovan Dent. He now has 10 points on the night. Kaufman-Renn covered by Bilodeau. UCLA now with the lead here, 34-32. Inside, Kaufman-Renn spinning. Gonna have to kick it out. Here's a shot. Mid-range is good. C.J. Cox knocks that one down. Donovan Dent slow to bring up the ball. UCLA loves to play this slow form of offense. Dent trying to get a screen. Inside, now outside. Perry for 3. Knocks it down in the corner. 37-34. And UCLA comes out punching here. Purdue, at one point, had a 12-point lead in that first half. Now down by 3 to the Bruins. Smith thought about a 3, didn't pull it. Clough heavily guarded. He's going to have to pass it outside. Lawyer trying to fight his way inside. Smith around. Pass broken up but recovered. Cox in the corner, guarded by Perry. Kaufman for 3. Can't get the buzzer beater, and there's going to be a whistle. UCLA ball. UCLA, a big defensive team, especially ever since the introduction of Mick Cronin as the head coach. Defense has really been their specialty, and they're showing it off here tonight, 37-34. Bilodeau to Dent now. Dent inside, and he's got that one off the glass. These Bruins really coming alive here in the second half, 39-34. They've been doing a great job of limiting Braden Smith as he pulls a 3, and he misses that one off the front. Braden Smith only 5 points in the game tonight. They have been playing excellent defense against him. Inside pass missed by Bilodeau. Now it's the Boilermakers with the ball. Smith now, Clough guarded by Booker, puts that one up, no good, gets his own rebound, and puts it back in. Purdue now up to 36. 16 minutes, 30 seconds remain here until the end of this game. UCLA, Dent trips himself up, recovers. UCLA with a big shot at the end of that first half. 3-point, no good. Rebound, Purdue on the floor. That ball is going to go to the Boilermakers. Like I was saying, Donovan Dent had a big-time shot at the end of that first half to tie up the game. Now they've come out of the gate swinging here. They currently lead 39-36. And we get a Purdue timeout. UCLA has been doing a great job of limiting the damage that Braden Smith, the senior guard for Purdue, can do. Had a great 2025 season, was a first-team All-American, Big Ten Player of the Year, and the Bob Cousy Award winner. Smith currently sits at watch list. He came into the season on the Wooden Award list. Smith, only 6 foot, out of Westfield, Indiana. Played at Westfield, Indiana High School. Third most steals in the Big Ten. He has 35. He's just been a phenomenal leader for this Boilermaker offense. Averaging 14.7 points per game, which isn't a crazy amount, but when you look at the assists, 169 on the season, leading the Big Ten. He's really been having a great season offensively, not just as a shooter. I mean, he's averaging 43% from 3, but also as a facilitator. Averages the most points on this Purdue squad with 32. Having himself a great season. But like I said, the Bruins really keeping him on lockdown tonight. Donovan Dent leading the Bruins with 12 points tonight. Daly Jr. has himself 5 rebounds. He leads in that category. Dent also leading in assists with 7. Dent finished the game against Ohio State with 7 assists. He had the most on the team in that game. And it looks like he most likely will eclipse that here tonight. This performance out of the Bruins is especially impressive when you take in the fact that they're missing one of their best, probably not one of the best, their best 3-point shooters in the form of Sky Clark, out with some hamstring problems. He also missed the game against Ohio State. But he was averaging 13.5 points per game, 47% from field goal, 49% from the 3-point line. Sky Clark actually the best 3-point percentage of qualifying shooters for the Big Ten 3-point leaderboard. So we get set for action here. 39-36, UCLA out ahead here in the second half. A score not many would have expected, especially with the reputation and prowess that this Purdue team has. Braden Smith inside now, puts that one up, and a foul. Looks like a foul against Bilodeau. It's going to be in favor of the Boilermakers, and we're going to get yet another timeout here. 15 minutes, 57 seconds to go. One possession, and already another timeout here. Taking a look at the stats between these two teams, Purdue 42% from field goal, UCLA 53. 16 for 38 for the Boilermakers, 17 for 32 for UCLA. UCLA 5 for 14 from 3, Purdue 4 from 15. Very unusual for this Purdue team. They're typically a great three-point shooting team. 39% coming into this game as a team, the best in the Big Ten. Just tight coverage by the Bruins so far in this game. Purdue, despite the amazing last couple of seasons, Matt Painter, like I mentioned, 21 seasons with the Boilermakers under his belt. 16 NCAA tournament appearances, 8 of those leading them to have never won a national championship. As we are here in Pauley Pavilion, home of the Bruins, we have 11 national titles, the most in men's college basketball. In recent years, UCLA last year made it to the round of 32. In 2022 to 2023, they made it to the Sweet 16. 21-22, a Sweet 16, and their best performance in recent years coming in 2020-2021 when they made it all the way down to the Final Four. So we get set for these teams to break out of their timeouts at any moment now. UCLA 10-0 at home this season. I believe many fear that this game would break the streak. They have not lost in Pauley Pavilion since February 18th, 2025 in an upset in which Minnesota beat the Bruins here at home. Players heading back on down to the UCLA attacking end of the court. No, the Purdue attacking end of the court. Looks like it'll be free throws. There's a foul on Bilodeau. It'll be Kaufman-Renn to shoot free throws. So far on the season, he has a free throw percentage of 62.2%. His first is good. Trey Kaufman-Renn, the 6'9" senior forward, made the first team all Big Ten in 2025. And that one is good. 2 good free throws. The first pair of free throws for Purdue go down the score 39-38, Purdue within 1 of the Bruins. Dent with the ball now. Working on the perimeter. And give it up to Daly Jr. Bilodeau back to Dent. Dent trying to get inside, backing off. Here's a mid-range shot, and that goes down. Donovan Dent pushes the Bruin lead up to 41. Braden Smith with the ball here, going to give it to Cox. Inside, wide open, Kaufman-Renn puts that one up. Purdue 40 to UCLA's 41. Dent bringing it up slowly. Kind of just holding on to that ball. Finally decides to drive in, floats that one, and good. Little alley-oop layup there for Xavier Booker. The pass by Donovan Dent. And like I mentioned, he is just an amazing facilitator on this team. Bilodeau heavily guarding Kaufman-Renn. Now Cox with the ball. Lawyer inside to Kaufman-Renn. Back to the top. Cox, mid-range. Puts that one down. Purdue right on the tail of UCLA over these last couple of minutes within 1, 42-43 the score. They are 3 for 3 on their last 3 field goal attempts. Bilodeau takes a shot. Splashes the 3. Bilodeau, an amazing 3-point shooter, especially for being a big man on this team. Able to knock down that shot 46-42. Smith inside, Kaufman-Renn working on Donovan Dent, passes over to the corner. 3-point shot. A tough shot goes down for the Boilermakers. It was C.J. Cox. Finished that first half with 5 points. He leads the Boilermakers with 12. Purdue playing pesky offense right now. They've been maintaining that 1-point deficit. 45-46, the ball rolls out of bounds. Looks like it's awarded to the Bruins. 13 minutes, 9 seconds remain here until the end of this nail-biter. Not many people would have expected UCLA to still be in this game, let alone have the lead. Both of these teams really just going back and forth on offense as of the last couple of minutes. UCLA 3 for their last 3, Purdue 4 for their last 4. Dent working on Smith, goes inside, has a lane, wide open passes, and a good dunk by Eric Daly Jr. lot of room there for Daly Jr. and Dent just gave him the perfect pass, and there's a foul, and the ball's going the other way. Off-ball foul, a screen foul against Trent Perry, and now UCLA back on the offensive. They'll throw it in. Bilodeau will toss to Dent. We get set for the crowd to settle down here. We'll get some substitutions for Purdue. Looks like Jacobson will come on for Oscar Clough. Clough not having a great night, only 2 points. Averages 12.2 coming into tonight. Dent with the ball now. Open in the corner is Daly Jr., not going to shoot. He's guarded by Harris. Spinning, working his way. Here's a shot, and he knocks that down over 2 defenders. Daly Jr., phenomenal shot while moving in the air. UCLA out ahead by 5 now, 50-45. Inside, wide open, Jacobson, but he can't put it down. Out of bounds, and Bruin ball. UCLA really fiery on all cylinders now, both on defense and on offense. Dent walks the ball across half court. Dent passes to Booker, Perry back to Dent. Daly putting the moves on Harris, backing him down at the three-point line, takes a shot, nearly goes down but can't get it, gets his own rebound. Perry in the corner, thought about a three, decided not to pull it. Dent now with the ball. Dent has it lane, off the glass, off the rim, no good, rebounded by Daly Jr. and loses it. Cox going the other way now, spins, a foul rejected, but a whistle. We'll see who they call this on. We're gonna get a timeout. But so far, solid defense being played by the Bruins. UCLA holding on to their lead, 50-45, out ahead by 5. But they have had a tendency late in games to sort of let things go. They're going to need to play tough defense, doing a phenomenal job so far tonight. Something I don't think a lot of people expected. Braden Smith, only 5 points. All of those points coming in the first half. He has not